I need to go to a doctor about my cough. This shit fucking sucks, man. Get health insurance first. Buddy, do you have any idea how expensive Obamacare, like open marketplace health insurance plans are going to be starting in 2 days? Well, you think I qualify for Medicaid? If I got health insurance, it wouldn't be through an employer, and it wouldn't be through Medicaid, and it certainly wouldn't be through Medicare. I'd be paying like $2,000 a month. It's actually, I'm going to be saving money going to the doctor time in, time out. Not being insured. How much would a doctor visit be for someone like you? Are you American? If you were, then you would know that doctor's visits cost a random amount of money for everyone. I'm not? Okay, well, that's why you don't know. If you go in any medical service, anything, you go to a hospital, doctor's office, whatever, the amount they charge you afterwards is random. It's just what they feel like. I'm basically not joking. Yeah, between $100 and $20K. Whether or not your insurance covers anything, that's random. I dealt with a cough for over a year, had a bunch of pulmonary testing, just need to switch to a new antacid for my reflux, and it was instantly fixed. Yeah, it's definitely a GERD thing. It's just, I've tried, you know? I've tried the antacids. You know, like you're taking Tums or whatever. Maybe I need a prescription thing. How do you people survive the 70? Employer-based health insurance, usually. Vaush, you take ADHD meds, you go to a doctor. Don't worry about it. I haven't seen a doctor in a while. I hate doctor's visits. I hate the whole fuck. I'm putting the whole system on trial. I hate those goddamn. It's the doctor's visits are so fucking unproductive. You have to go in there and tell them what they're going to do to you. You know? Like, pardon me for my old-fashioned way of thinking, for my naivete. I thought the point of a doctor was you go in and you describe your symptoms, and then they use their extensive medical expertise to try to suggest a plan to help heal you. You know, whatever medicine, tests you need. But in reality, what happens is every doctor on Earth is a belligerent jackass. They might be smart, but they're still a belligerent jackass, okay? And in the moment you walk in there, they decide what's wrong with you. If you're fat, it's because you're fat. It literally doesn't matter what's wrong with you. You could be hit by a car. You walk in there, you're fat. The problem is that you're fat. For me, I have no idea. It's probably a different doctor. They see me, they say like, oh, this guy's got a little, this guy's, you know, posture is wrong or something. This guy doesn't get enough sunlight. Look at how pale he is. It could be anything, you know? But as soon as they decide that, if you leave them to their own devices, they're going to come up with some insane fucking like, wait 6 months and try this out. Then maybe after you're done with that, we can try looking at the potential problems that you've suggested, you know? Oh, we can look into your symptoms, but first, I just have a vibe about you, you know? You have to go into the doctor's office and say, these are my symptoms, I think it's this is what I want done. And then you have to say, the condition I am experiencing is impeding my life and my ability to work. That's all you can do. You have to like probe them with a stick. And it's fucked up because I don't want to tell them they know more than me about medicine. I don't want to like pretend that I did some Googling and I think I know what it is. You know, they probably know more than me, but maybe they fucking don't. Because like all the shit they learned in medical school got replaced over time by this calloused cynicism where they dealt with too many hypochondriacs. So now when you go in and you have an actual issue, they think you're just trying to get some oxy or whatever. That's in large part because of how insurance works. Yeah, I know. It's one of the reasons I don't have insurance. You go in there, you're like, yeah, I'm uninsured. Here's my briefcase full of cash. Please take 6 months of my work away from me. Now, will you please tell me if I have tonsillitis? Dunning-Kruger a bit, Vaush, or hypochondriac? If you're not American, or if you're too young to know what I'm talking about, then you just have to accept my word on this, okay? I am speaking the truth here. As an American, if you go into a doctor's office and you just meekly go with the flow, with what they suggest, you will often bleed so much time and money. You will be going for visit after visit after visit as they run through their like standard care checklist, ignoring symptoms selectively or inventing new ones, asking probing questions. You have to be assertive. Yeah, they will literally spend years doing this. It's not even because they're trying to string you out for money. It's because a lot of them they just refuse to update their priors, you know? Now, yeah, not to mention you only get to talk to them for 5 minutes. You book a doctor's appointment from 12 to 12:40, and you get there at 11:45, and you're in the waiting room, or you finally get let into the room like 15 minutes late, and then you wait there, and then the nurse sees you. You only get to talk to the doctor for like 5 minutes, you know? Hard to even get everything across in that time. You basically have to have it written down. But if you have it written down, that makes you look like a hypochondriac. Because if you over-prepare for a doctor's appointment, now you're giving the impression that you're following a script that you've been given to maximize the likelihood of you getting, I don't know, whatever drug or whatever bullshit you think you need, you know? Not if you're not asking for drugs. It didn't happen to me, but I know personally people who were not given an ADHD diagnosis and medicine because they described the symptoms of their ADHD too well. They went in there and they were like, here's everything I think I'm experiencing. I think the symptoms point to a very, very clear diagnosis. And the doctor's like, I don't know. I think you might just be a little retarded. Take this. Hand them like a Ritz cracker or something. It's a fucking joke. That happened to me the first time. It happened to a lot of people. It's like doctors will follow the script when it's most inconvenient for you. But then when it would be convenient to you for them to follow the script, that's when you get the crank. And the crank is like, no, I have my own theory on this. I had to spend 2 hours across 3 different phone calls to my insurance company to get them to cover my annual physical. Ugh. And who knows how much your annual physical is now, right? Maybe it was 100 last time, could be 300 this time, who the fuck knows? I haven't had a physical in ages. I kind of don't want to get a physical until I'm done with my new calisthenics arc because I want to mog them. Like, they have my charts, you know? I was up to 290 pounds for a while. So I want to see that arc, you know? Like, I was in shape in high school, and then I got fat after college, and then I get in shape again. I want to be able to do an L-sit in front of the doctor. Is that a realistic goal? Like, I bring my little, like, the push-up handles, and I'm like, all right, doc, check this out. And I'm like, fucking compressing my core, holding my legs up. These charts, they say you're goated as shit. Yeah. Bring your Peloton. All right, doc. So, that's pretty good, right? Nice. 300 watts. Sure, Vaush, but the doctor's still going to say you're retarded. Good. That means they know what they're talking about. Even fruit juice is crazy high in sugar. Well, do you mean like real fruit juice, or do you mean fruit juice, which you can buy at the store? I mean, there's still sugar in natural fruit, of course, but it's different. River. There we go. How is it different? Because there's less of it. That's all. If you have orange juice, as in it's literally like squeezed oranges, you know, there's sugar in it. Fruit's got sugar in it, natural sugars, but if you get orange juice at a store, you know, it's probably, it's way more sugar. They dump a lot of that in there. Unironic question, do you see soda in the morning different from sugary coffee? I think the carbonation is more spiritually damaging, but yeah, I do think that if people are having like a gigantic sugary fake latte or whatever in the morning, they're basically just having like a milkshake, you know? I don't think that's good. It's not even coffee. I don't know why we call it coffee. Just drink a thimble of espresso. That's all I have now. I just have a double espresso every morning. Okay, is green tea with honey batter good? What is this? First of all, I'm not a nutrition guy. Second of all, what do you mean is green tea with honey batter good? You're fine. Do you remember what we were just looking at in this YouTube video? What are you comparing yourself to? Okay, we're just this is the problem. This is the fucking problem with modernity. Everyone's always looking to optimize. No one's ever just like, I'm going to live a slightly healthier lifestyle. People are like, okay, now it's time for me to scrutinize every single decision that I make, exercise and diet, all of it, to optimize. Is it okay for me to have green tea? Is that the best possible use of my drink? This obsession with efficiency is also a disease of liberalism. You have to cleanse yourself of it, okay? Google's what's the best toothbrush for 10 weeks before buying one? Yeah, the Reddit brain disease. Fresh cold water is the best. Yes, sir. Orange juice is super bad for you sugar-wise. I'm sure it's fine. It's probably better than this. This burger looks awful anyway. Those patties look dry as hell. Yeah, well, a lot of people who are eating like this aren't exactly eating well. You know, it's not like that food is tasty. This is relevant to the Diet Cola and aspartame subject.
How many cans of diet soda do you drink a day? 1? 10? 100?
My lawyer has informed me that I should invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
How many can you drink before it becomes a problem? Well, the FDA's acceptable daily allowance says that you can eat 50 milligrams of aspartame per kilogram of body weight per day, every day, for the rest of your life, with no harmful effect.
For those saying they don't trust the FDA, we can look at Europe or Canada, which to be fair is lower. 40 milligrams per kilogram, meaning
1 can of Diet Coke has 200 milligrams of aspartame. That's this much. So if you weigh 80 kilos, you need to drink 20 cans of diet soda every day just to hit the safety limit.
In those places, you could only drink 16 cans a day. But remember, that's for 80 kilograms. If you
Okay, so the point is that diet soda's fine, right?
weigh more, you can consume more. Remember, you're not fat. You're poison resistant. Oh, because I know people will comment, so you're saying aspartame is poison then? Yes, I am. Along with literally everything else, because as Paracelsus once said, the dose makes the poison. Oh, but even if you did drink that many cans to reach it.
To be extra safe, that limit is already...
No, it isn't. Aspartame causes cancer. My understanding is that there is no concrete evidence of this. Like, is it connected to cancer in the state of California is legally obligated to warn you that this might be a cancer risk?
Set 100 times
Kind of
lower
way.
than the lowest dose shown to cause harm in animal studies.
Finally, for those saying anything but drinking water, don't worry. I drink plenty. 99% water right here.
Again, my main concern with diet soda is spiritual. You should be drinking water as your primary drink. And I mean that. I really, truly do mean that. I think that it's a symptomatic of a broader social decline. If you're so like dopamine maxed that you're like, no. Because I can get away with it health-wise, my drink 30 minutes into my morning has to be this acrid, fucking, technically not toxic, but sure does feel like it, liquid I have to pour down my throat. I think that's something you made up. Spiritual decline? No, my friend. It's been going on for a long time. It's been going on for many such cases. How many coffees have you had today? Nothing makes me more... This is like when weed addicts are like, yeah, well, you have caffeine, you know? Comparing diet soda in the morning to coffee in the morning is laughable. Like, everyone is laughing at you right now. Such a Reddit position, you know? You also have a drink.
Okay, bye.
How many cans of...
Yeah, coffee is spirited. Coffee is spiritually good for you. Hitler was an avid water drinker? Yes, but if Diet Coke had been around back then, you know he would have been chugging that shit. Having too much coffee can destroy your insides and you're more prone to being angry when hungry. What about spiritual decline are you people not getting? I don't understand. It has nothing to do with health. I don't like, you don't need to be this defensive about your Diet Coke consumption, all right? You think I'm a degenerate live streamer. I think all of you are dispirited addicts who live a tightrope walking along a string of cheap dopamine thrills that gets you from wake up to sleep on your way to the grave. We both have critical views of each other. Trying to debunk my claim that you're desold? You sound ridiculous. Regarding headaches, could it be cracking your neck? No, it's not that. I think that my headaches are caused by a ghost in my brain, causing me tension headaches. They're just tugging a little bit too hard on the tendons at the nape of my neck, you know? Need to talk to a doctor about that. From what I've read, dehydration doesn't cause headaches, but caffeine addiction can. Doesn't matter, though, because Vaush is still in denial about the negative effects of caffeine. No, I'm not. I've never said caffeine doesn't have negative effects. I've pointed out that it's defensive for chat to try to rebut my excellent, correct points about your drinking habits or smoking habits or whatever by pointing out that I also drink coffee. You realize that's defensive, right? I've literally never said coffee has no negative side effects. All I've done is say, maybe you shouldn't be hitting the weed pen like right after waking up. And then people in chat say, don't you drink coffee right after waking up? Yes, I do. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with your weed addiction. I don't know why, you know, I say you are desold if you drink Diet Cola early in the morning, which is correct. And you're like, well, you drink coffee. Yeah, coffee is made for the morning, dumbass. I'm not talking about its health benefits. Just trying to keep you guys real. What kind of coffee do you drink? I have a double espresso every morning. Well, I have two. One before stream and then one after stream, or whatever the equivalent is when I'm not streaming. You know, I max out my caffeine consumption. 2 is double? Yeah, so that's 4 espressos in total.